Okay, so it's been a couple weeks, and I have great reasons for that. I had to go out of state for 2 weeks for some work, and I got back as my vacation. None of my packages showed up yet because you order stuff from Australia. It takes a while, right? Then I'm on vacation. It's snowing. As you can see, the garage is a mess. I'll have to play another clip, or it'll be later in the video. You're gonna, see when it was even more of a mess. It was snowing. Didn't feel like coming in here. Didn't come in here for a week. And then for New Year's, I went and visited some family. I just got back in town yesterday. The 2nd. I don't know when this video is coming out. And packages showed up. Well, not really. I had to go to the post office to pick them up. So I'm going to unbox them. It's majority of the stuff I need to finish the motor, which is awesome. All I have to really do to finish up the front end of it would be the timing chain and an OEM timing chain tensioner. Because that's all you really need. People run the OEM Barra timing chain up to about 1,000 horsepower. We're going for 450. I don't need 1,000, okay? So, I got my box. So apparently, I missed a package, and we need to go to the post office and pick it up. It's most of the stuff to finish the motor up, excluding the timing chain guides and whatnot. So, we'll get what we can on, and then order that stuff. And the motor should honestly be almost done. So.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
And it's there. Nice and easy. We're going to take this car to a car wash because I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but we are filthy and it deserves it. So let's go give it a wash. Go get a drink from the gas station. And then I need to head to Harbor Freight because my garage is a mess. And I want to kind of organize everything. So we're going to go get some boxes and whatnot to get it all set up. So, car wash. So, Harbor Freight trip was successful. I got a tarp down there to put underneath the Z since it's in the backyard. I don't want really any like dirt or anything getting that all dirty, and so I can slide underneath it. Then we got shelves for the garage because I have stuff everywhere, which you're about to see, and I just kind of want to get it slightly organized so we can actually pull a car into the garage if need be. But let's skedaddle. And then, like I said, the garage is a little dirty, okay? So the reason it's taking so long for me to get this next video rolling out is I finished resealing the Barra, all good and dandy, as you can see. Very pretty, very nice. And then the day after I finished it, I had to go out of state for 2 weeks for work. And I got back, and I was on vacation, and it was snowing. I didn't really have any parts, so I didn't come in the garage once in that week. And then for New Year's, I visited my family in New Mexico. And then I just got back last night. A lot of parts have shown up while I was gone, so we'll be able to work on this. Biggest thing is, and I'm just now realizing I didn't buy it at the store, and if I have to, I will go back and get it, is one of those hammer screw things, because the billet or the oil pumps on these, which is somewhere in this pile, which is why I bought a shelf, doesn't like to come out. They're all Phillips head screws, and they just strip. It is what it is. It's like how on the Z's body, which is on the other side of this wall.
Ignore my neighbor's dog barking.
But the Z, as things come apart and whatnot, we still want to be able to use our driveway. So, we're going to put it in the backyard. Can I push it by myself? Probably not. We're going to find out though. So, time skip. It's like only an hour and a half later, but it's super dark. We got it to the back. My buddy's leaving right now. He's a lot bigger than me, and we got it back here. Now it looks like a little barn find. Didn't exactly get it in the middle on how I wanted, but could be worse, could be better. We got our awesome backyard. It's gonna live here for a little bit. I know, honestly, if I ever need to work on it, I might just pull it forward onto here to work in the front, and then push it back. If you use the Phillips head instead of the actual socket size, it strips. That's just what they do. All right, I can't fix it. I can't change anything, but it's still nice and pretty. It's cool. It looks cool. But at least today, I know this video is going to be all over the place because we went in that, we washed it, we got the parts, the celica, we fixed the window. We got the rear seat, both top and bottom, and then the panel finally came off. It's not much. It's just a couple tabs. It really likes to hug the top here. One little tab there. A very small Phillips just holding this trim in. And I had to get the actual window crank out. And now we're going to take this off. Look in here. Unbolt this. And then replace the parts. And then this should go up and down and not just kind of do what it wants. It took a lot longer than I wanted, but it's done. All these bolts that have come out, it comes apart in 3 pieces. There's the track, there's the part that goes up and down, there's a guide right over here, but all the bushings or the rollers were done. And that's what the kit was for, was to replace rollers. And if I can, I'll show you guys. All these rollers down in here are brand new for the track. So now, we seal, no issue, if the camera wants to do it. But now, it goes all the way down, how it should. And then, goes all the way up, like it should, and seals at the top. Yippee! We fixed the window. And now this, we're going to do the oil pump. Just to get it out of the way, get it all good and dandy. And I may have to run to the store again, because I want to get some assembly lube / grease for everything. Box with stuff in it, so we're gonna open it and see how everything looks. And then the only thing we're really gonna knock out on the Barra tonight is the oil pump. Before I open this all the way, where did I put the oil pump? It's in front of me. So we'll get into it more, but the oil pump has all these lovely screws in it. So we got one of those hammer screw turning tools, because those like to strip out. And the oil pump itself moves around in here in a circle. So we got the billet backing plate as well as the gear, because at higher RPM use, which it most likely will be, those like to explode. I don't want those to explode. So this was a Christmas gift from my family to me. So save me money. I'm super grateful for it. But it's all we really need to finish up the top end of this motor. We still have to modify the oil pan and all the other stuff. But for the most part, this is everything we need right here. There we go. Alright, cool. I'm using a razor blade because I couldn't find my knife. A little bit more. There we go. Cool. So the first thing we got, and the most obvious on here, is our Crow Cam lifter springs. So, why did I throw the razor blade if I'm going to need it? Another one up here. It's cool. It's chill. It's alright. So, let's cut that bad boy open right there. There we go. These lovely, awesome guys right here. Alright. We didn't really need the retainers. I didn't get them. Because that's for... These are good up to, I believe... It was either 10 or 15 PSI. It might have been 20. These are like where these max out. It's still up there. I don't really need more than that. And eventually when, you know, we'll get different pistons and rods and all that stuff, then I'll have to get different retainers. But those themselves are great. The stock retainers are where it kind of maxes itself out. I'm going to set this here because I might need it. Alright. Then, the first one we got is the gear itself. Alright. Billet from Boundary. Oil pump gear. Okay. Super pretty, super brand new. It was actually made in the States, so I believe they just outsourced it and then sent it to me from there. But they might have some over there in Australia, and I got one. They're in Texas. So I was tempted to order them there, but Bear of the World is awesome, and they have like package deals. So we were able to get the springs, the gear itself, as well as the backing plate with new hardware because they like to strip out. Awesome billet. All together in one package for a discounted price. I love me some discounts, right? We're going to be mainly dealing with these two boxes today. We'll get with the springs another day because I have to get the actual tool itself to change out the springs, as well as the correct air compressor adapter because we actually have to feed air into the head so that the valves don't drop. It just keeps pressure and gets them up. So yeah, let's first we're gonna clean the garage, organize it the best we can. I got a new shelf. You can see it in the back over there. Harbor Freight, love you. Get it kind of organized so we can have a bit of more working space. I want to get all the stuff that we took off the Barra on the shelf and everything kind of to the side. The dirt bike's getting out of here and the mower's getting out of here. The cherry picker's probably going to move as well. That way we can park a vehicle in here if it's snowing or anything. And yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to do a time lapse and we'll see how long it takes. See you then. So, these are all the parts that came off the Barra itself. So it was my steering rack all the way on the bottom. Like I said, I have some buddies that want them back in North Carolina. But if anyone wants one of the head bolts from this, I'll send it to you. Alright? If it's like $5 for shipping, I'll cover it. If it's more than that, pay me. Well, the bolt's free. Just pay for shipping. Now, I can get rid of this big box, as well as this box that this stuff's in. I'm just gonna get a new container for that. Time to clean up this part, get that kind of set to the side, and then have a little workstation. Like I said, the cherry picker, the mower, and the dirt bike, as well as the ramps for it, will all be in our back shed. So That'll clear up all this space. That way we can pull the big truck in and have all this room. Now it's just to clean this. And I won't do it tonight. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Depends how I feel. I need to organize my tools. This is kind of organized. I got like my liquids. I got my paint with some paint down there. Some oil, some coolant. And then these are all spare parts for my Celica as well as my Z. And for my Spitfire over there. As well as spare trunk pieces for my Z. Just all my stuff for my cars are kind of in this area. Which is why I got the shelf. So that we have a spot for everything. But yeah, it's going to clean it up. It's going to look nice. It just takes time. And time is money, and money is time. I'll keep drinking my C4. And we're going to get this done. Alright, doesn't look like much, but it is all nice and clean down here. I just need to hit the corner. I moved the motor out of the way. If it wants to show it, yep. Motor's out of the way. We're just gonna hit down and over here, get all this stuff. Like I showed you guys before, I do have all the bolts labeled where they go, and this is actually the order they came off in. Yeah, there wasn't too many, surprisingly, so that's gonna be pretty easy to put all back together. But just clean this up. A lot of Z parts, my headlights, water, I don't know. And yeah, make it look nice and pretty, and then we'll get to work on the oil pump. Alright, we're going to do this cooking show style, alright? So, I have my oil pump here. I have the screws that I need to get out of here. I have my assembly lube. I have the tool I was telling you guys about. Basically, super simple. You put the stud in there, and then you hammer this, and it does like a very small turn, but it breaks it loose. That's all we really need. I got a hammer to do just that. The hammer's not enough. I got a rubber mallet. If that's not enough, we got a sledgehammer in the corner. Then over here, like I said, we have our billet oil pump and our billet backing plate, which is all we need. But the first step is to get this apart. I have it padded with some rags on here. This is the only workspace I really have since the counter over there is full of my tools. These are the dirt bike ramps, and it's on 2 little stands. It's perfect. It's probably what I'm going to use until I get like a little unfoldable table for in here. So first things first, let's open up this tool. This was at O'Reilly's for like, I don't know, like $8, $12 or something. So it's worth just to have this tool for, you know, other things that may come up. I'll probably keep it in this box and just off to the side so I know I always have it. See if it's this one. This is the best size, the least amount of wiggle room. You slide it in there, and then we set this bad boy on here. We're just gonna I don't know if that turned it or not, so we're gonna hit it again. I'm feeling it move. I don't know if it is. So we'll hit a couple of them. Let's see what that gets us. Get some pressure on there. I hit my hands. Now I'm gonna do a mallet because it's a little less scary. We'll continue on this one. I want to say it's moving. I want to say it's not moving. I'm gonna keep going. I've heard these are not fun to deal with, which is why I got this tool. Please. It's going the right way. Yeah, we're still loosening. There we go. Oh my gosh. We only got 3 more. This one should be nicer maybe. I don't know. Why is it moving so much? Yay! That one went a lot better. God. Please. Please, sir. Alright, I'll come back to that one. I got food waiting for me inside. This is like the awkward part of this pump. Right there. Oh, stop moving so much, please. Also don't want to break this pump. Did I get it? No. Feel like we're getting somewhere though. Maybe. There we go. One more. Okay. We should have still gone the right way. Yep, cool. Let's go! Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, get up. Oh yeah. Ain't that just cool? Who wants it? I'll ship these two. Let me wipe my hands off real quick. Oh, God. Okay. Flip this bad boy around. Cool. Now, we have our 2 oil pumps, the tool that I wish worked better, but it's an awkward piece. It's fine. We're not keeping this because we have the Billet one with all new hardware. This time it's, I think, Torx bits. Yes, Torx. Then we have our Boundary Billet oil pump gear. We have our assembly loop. It's going to be no time for you guys, but like 30 minutes for me. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm starving. And then we'll come back. We'll clean this up, reassemble it, and put it on the motor. We're back to the Barra cooking show here. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my hand, and then that's why I got all these towels here. And we're gonna get this assembly lube all along the edges in here. Get it all nice in place. Some on the front here. It's basically just priming the system. And then this will end up dissolving in operation. That's what we want. Get it all in there. Be pretty generous with it. Prevents any dry startup stuff. Cut off my finger. And the first thing we're going to place is our beautiful Boundary Billet oil pump gear. Something you guys will never see again, but I will. Hopefully not either. Get it all set in there. Then we're gonna put a little bit of dollop in each of these. Just a little bit. And let's a little bit of these. There we go, and there. Okay. Now, just gonna move it around a little bit. Beautiful. Let's spread it on the top here. Nice and even in there. Looks great. And we're never going to see it again unless it blows up down the road. Which it shouldn't. It should last 3 to 4 years, depending. And now the most beautiful part, this guy right here. I'm gonna place this on, and I love it. Alright, so we got it all set in together. We got it's greased in there. That's how we want it. Now we're just gonna start all these hardwares, these screws, whatever you want to call them. I already got the torque stick. I found the size. They are T30s. T30s. For anyone that's curious. So we're just gonna take it off the ratchet. I'm just gonna spin these guys down so it kind of centers itself. Yeah. Tight. I don't know if there's a sequence to these, but I'm just gonna keep hopping around to get snug on here. Here, a-okay, it's nice and greased up. Grab this towel. Man, oh man, does that look good? But damn, we have our Billet oil pump. Well, not the, they do make Billet ones of these. I'm not buying that. Our Billet oil pump gear and backing plate. So we're gonna move over to the motor, and I'm gonna slide it on. So. There we go. Damn, does that look good. So let's line this up on here. Start hand thread. Top, middle by itself. Top and bottom. So, like we just went over, we got the oil pump installed with the billet gear and backing plate. I finished cleaning up the front surface, so this is all good to go whenever we get the chain on, get it in time, and get the springs in. So, I'm going to order the tool. Hopefully it'll show up soonish. And then we also need to order the chain and then all the guides. So we'll start with the tool so that I can actually button this up and get everything set up. And then we'll get the chain and the OEM tensioner. Always.